He said, I hope, and I've talked to my national security advisor, they are working on a temporary ceasefire. What I thought you were going to say, and Mick was going to say, that he didn't say temporary ceasefire. He said ceasefire, which has some permanence to it. That's not the case.
Right.
But listen, the appearance had nothing to do with Michigan. He needs younger voters. He smiled a lot. He was lighthearted. He cracked on Trump not knowing his wife's name in a deposition or an interview or a speech. And so this was all good television to lighten him up. I also don't think that the defense lawyers in this case have proven that there was something illicit going on or when the relationship started. The witness today certainly didn't help either side. And so it's a credibility issue, and the judges have to make a determination. But I agree with you. It's not enough to throw her off the case, but that opinion he writes is probably going to be ethically scathing to both of them from an appearance standpoint. That might be true, but you can certainly see a criminal conviction. This is a paper case. There are 30-plus counts of fraud under New York business law, and the fraud is easy to prove. It's a paper case. And by the way, whether he gets convicted or not, the Republicans are going to stick with Donald Trump.
For sake of discussion, I'll agree with that. It's a paper case. I get that. Then why even trot out Michael Cohen?
Well, because Michael Cohen did the transaction, and while he's a convicted perjurer, if you will, what you look for in this trial is whether there's corroboration and what documents this district attorney has to corroborate his testimony. That's what you look for in the trial. Each one of them has something in their pocket, a deal, a fact, a law, something to solve this that they want out of this meeting. And I don't know what's in their pocket, but everyone has something in their pocket that they want to get out of this meeting. They're not going to get it. If they do, it's heavily redacted. There's no obligation. This is an internal investigation, one that includes national security pieces, and I just don't see they're going to get it. I don't know if they're going to impeach anybody for not turning it over, but you just don't get this stuff. As a white-collar criminal defense lawyer, he's got a really good lawyer, one, and two, you see Hunter Biden out front more, and Hunter Biden is the boss. He's the client, all right? So the lawyer in strategy isn't doing anything without the client's approval. And think about it. It's not just good politics, right? But it's also good for his defense. We're talking about sobriety. I represented Marion Barry, and when he ran for mayor again, let me tell you, he went to communities that War III and War II that weren't his friends, and he talked about his sobriety, his drug use, and his mistakes, right? And he said one thing, and I'll never forget. He said, the difference between you and Bob or Bill and what have you is everyone's got a member of their family who's had sobriety and drug challenges, right? He said, mine are on the front page, and yours aren't. And I'm going to tell you, that's an effective argument. You're going to hear more of this.
So to take that a step further, he's not, Marion Barry wasn't running for president. Hunter Biden's father is running for president. So then it begs the question, should he be doing? I understand.
The Republicans have made Hunter Biden a talking point, and he's tired of not talking. He wants to talk about sobriety and his road to recovery because it's human, and so many Americans, millions of Americans, can identify with it. It may not stop him from being indicted or rather prosecuted, if you will, but it certainly helps politically.